you're joining Dukascopy TV at the IFX EXPO here in Cyprus 2014. With our partners, we're quizzing the industry elite on why they think Cyprus is such a good option. We're also asking for their top strategic tip. With me in the booth right now is Dima from ZebraFx. Dima, thank you for joining us. Now, if we look, first of all, we're in Cyprus. We find ourselves at this IFX EXPO, as I mentioned. But where does the attraction of having an FX operation lie with Cyprus? Where are the advantages and indeed disadvantages, would you say?
Cyprus has always been traditionally a Forex hub, a Forex island, where evidence of this, you can see more than 100 brokers that have established their operations here. So with the advances of regulation, everything is stable and safe for the broker. When it comes to the disadvantages, you can see what happened in the news. And this situation with the haircuts and with the banks have made a small turbulence in the market. And people are a little bit skeptical whether to work with a Cyprus company or whether to set up their own company. So I would say there is some reputational risk there.
Indeed. And if we turn it on the other side of the coin, what about from the customers? When a client is hoping to open an FX account with a broker, what do you think they simply must consider?
The first thing I will say is spreads and how they come out to the client. For example, are they attached with a bonus promotion or with the material that will give the advance to the client? The second thing I will say is product offering and platforms. Depending how much products you have and what platforms you have, the one complements each other. And third and lastly, I will say safety. Who is your bank, where you have your safety of funds, and this comes usually with branding.
Indeed. Okay, now if we look at another topic, social media, social networking, it's something which has really revolutionized the way people interact on a daily basis, how they source news, how they interact with each other. But how do you approach this from ZebraFx? Do you, when the world is, getting even faster, when communication is key, how do you strategize to keep up with the trends?
We believe it's part of evolution. The first thing you need to get right is for the traders to be able to communicate with the broker. It has to be a nice channel, and they have to be able to communicate correctly. When the trader is able to express everything to the broker then can adapt and provide him with all the adequate information or all the adequate tools. Okay,
and now globalization is an interesting topic, but it's ever, more important to have a local presence in a global market. But what is your approach at ZebraFx? Do you try to have a foothold in many different regions, or are you trying to find the niche with the largest market potential?
We believe that the brokers need to adapt and become mostly as a remote broker in order to be able to optimize their costs. Having large offices and a big sales staff doesn't help a lot the client, because you will need to compensate some way. And usually they do it they do it as an advantage to them by increasing the spreads to the clients, and in the end of the day, the traders pays the difference. So if you can down staff in a way that it will be able to optimize your cost, then it will be the best for the trader as well, because the prices can be smaller.
Fantastic. And just lastly, if you could tell us your top tip for someone looking to get into the industry as a startup broker, what would it be?
I believe it's talent acquisition. If you surround yourself with really smart people, then beautiful things will happen. And as a general tip is you need to be more patient.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us, Dimo. It's been a pleasure chatting to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, well, that's all from Dimo and myself for the moment, but make sure you keep clicking back to find out all of the insider info from the IFX EXPO here in Cyprus 2014. Goodbye for now.